Red Shark News at IBC 2017. Brought to you by Panasonic, offering connected systems and solutions for broadcast and Pro AV. NewTek, the world's first full end-to-end IP solution. Zeiss camera lenses, always delivering the best quality to make your project stand out. Blackmagic Design, amazing solutions for film, post-production, and television.
I'm at the Adobe stand at IBC, this amazing, beautiful place. With me today is Patrick. Thank you very much for joining us, Patrick. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so what's new at Adobe?
A lot, as every year when we come to IBC, in a lot of different categories. So the one thing that really stands out for me this year is that we really focus on getting a lot of the productivity features right and just make sure that you basically create time throughout the day because, well, you never really have enough time, right? So refocusing on the creative task by making things easier that you do all the time is an important focus for us. So I'll just name a couple of really interesting examples. In Premiere Pro, for example, it seems so little, but it's so big in impact. Closing all gaps in a range, in the selection, or on the entire sequence is just one click of a button now. Organizing media in intelligible and really catering to your workflow ways is something that our customers are asking us to do in various ways, but one of the things they've been asking for some time now is more label colors. We've had 8, we upped that to 16 now, and it turns out, yeah, indeed, doing complex projects, documentary, long form, generally speaking, it just helps a lot to stay organized and makes all the difference.
I want to really quickly say that what I like about Adobe right now is that they're listening to their user base. They're saying like, we need these things, we need this, we need that, and users are really taking the ear to this. That's incredible. Like, in a place where innovation is definitely needed, and as well as saving time on your workflow, you guys are really at the forefront with that.
Well, it's indeed thanks to our customers. It's not like we have a great idea every minute of the day. We need that feedback. We appreciate that feedback, and the direct contact with our customers certainly makes all the difference. Another interesting example, by the way, would be the auto ducking in Audition now. A truly linear workflow where you go through the entire sequence, just move the fader, which is for professionals certainly no big deal. For someone who just does this based out of ambition or because there is no one actually available to do that, it's challenging, right? It's one of those workflow where really experience comes in. And even for an experienced user, it's kind of nice to now see that you have that visualized for you when the ducking should kick in, and you have a way of actually telling the application out by how much you want to duck. Of course, you can listen to it, refine, and cater to taste there. And we're using machine learning for that, of course, so we actually look at everything in the entire setup of all of your audio tracks and then duck the music intelligently against that. So it's a pretty sweet feature and speeds up the workflow quite dramatically.
And what's been the reaction to this, the feedback generally?
I think every time we introduce something that is radically different, of course, curiosity then meets skepticism, and rightfully so, and we might need to do another iteration to eventually get it all right. But mostly I think that the response to most of these productivity features has been just nothing short of amazing. Most of the time kind of saying, I cannot believe I didn't have this for the last couple of years because it would have made such a difference, right? So it's good that we're having these features now.
You guys are like such a force right now. You've offered so many products across the creative line. It's hard to see like what is next for Adobe. Where is the ship going, essentially?
I actually don't think it's that hard to see because the industry is moving forward at such a quick pace. Just naming one thing, we're also trying to make a huge difference now with the approach we're taking in Premiere and other Adobe applications is the fact that you need to distribute to multiple channels, usually in a very short period of time. And it has impact to both your duration as well as your aesthetics. Sometimes aspect ratio is changing. If you're thinking of creating output for YouTube, then doing similar content for Facebook and then going all the way to Twitter or Snapchat, everything's changing down the pipe, but you still want to tell the same story. And we're trying just to bring up new features like responsive design features for motion graphics to help with that, where you could very easily, for example, shorten, trim a template, but have intro and outro duration fixed, so any kind of animation going in and out would be the same, whether that's a 3 or a 5 second representation of the same graphic. And it just saves a lot of intricacy there in changing things manually. And then, of course, if you want to make another slight change to it, you almost start from scratch, and now it feels like, okay, I've got this template, but it's truly a template, as all I really need to do is some trimming and potentially, changing the text. Of course, that you still need to do, but it just makes everything a bit more fluid and more intuitive.
Well, Patrick, that's all for us. Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for your time.
And that is it from IBC at the Adobe stand. For more information, please head over to redsharknews.com, and we'll see you next time.